So, sorry about that. So, we were talking about Michael Jackson and the rumors about his death. So, the last one I said was he was on Kirstie Alley's body from Look Who's Talking and was hence once a girl and not the real MJ, anyways. Taylor Hanson was MJ from Moonwalker, particularly the Speed Demon song and the strange clip. So with all those strange things happening in the clip, he might have been in that in particular. MJ had never faked his death like some believe, but he was killed and attempted murdered many times before he was dead. So a lot of people wanted him dead than alive, and so that's why they tried to take his life away many times. MJ was attacked because they knew he was not the real MJ, so he was treated like a fake because they knew that out in the world there was someone else who had actually been the real MJ and who had actually been the kid singer rather than the trendy single solo singer. When something went wrong on stage, it was an attempted murder by someone who just didn't like him, like some sort of malfunction, a fall, wrong lights, longer than usual music, etc. So all these things that went wrong were because they didn't want him alive. So when there was a malfunction, something could go wrong, it put him in danger, like with the Coke ad that had burnt his head. When something had fallen, like say he's on a ladder and the ladder falls and he falls with it, which has happened, then that's a threat to his personal safety and he could have been severely injured. The wrong lights, maybe they could making him angered to the point that he might have a heart attack. Longer than usual music, the same thing. It might make him sing for longer than usual and help him have a heart attack. Most people wanted MJ dead before he died. So once again, he wasn't a person who was actually liked. He was just a famous performer. But a lot of people around him actually wanted him dead because they didn't actually like him at all. MJ was a secret serial killer and hence was not a good person. A reason why people didn't want him famous or even alive. So some people think that he murdered people, especially kids, which is why he had decorations with kids on it. Which was why he was a Peter Pan-like figure, because he liked to lure kids to his own domain with his music. And when they were there, he would try to kill them. Some people said that he used to stalk people, especially kids, once again, and he tried to murder them. And it was only a bonus that he was a child molester because a lot of people were actually attracted to him. So, but the thing was that he actually liked to kill people, so it put them in danger of being killed too. So he had to just treat them like a prostitute, and they were killed by him. So, MJ was killed after making of Given to Me. Which is the one with the bits of lightning floating around, because that was when he was a person who was arrested and going to jail. And others like Slash were also people who were arrested and going to jail, so, or had been in jail. So they had been arrested, and when you get arrested, when you go to jail, you're sort of injured so that you don't do the same thing again. So some people think that they were beheaded after they went into jail, but either way, the whole film clip was of people, the lightning that they were playing around was supposed to murder them through some sort of electrocution, and after that they went to jail. So he was a dangerous person at the time, and he was actually being arrested. So it's like, some people think that Queen went through a similar thing with their transvestite video. They were actually arrested by the Queen, and that they had to dress up as women so that they wouldn't degrade women in any way. And it was supposed to empower women to see people who are machoistic dressed as women. So in this one, they were actually arrested because they were dangerous people, and they decided to do a film clip sort of thing. So, and the last one is, MJ had actually been shot in the face in the late 1970s for wanting to be an independent artist rather than with the Jackson 5. So he had actually been murdered after a stage performance where he showed himself as an independent person in singing in a group, which was sort of, getting the group, the Jackson 5. So he didn't want to be in the Jackson 5, so he was trying to outdo everyone else by performing on a singular basis. So being an independent person amongst the group, when the manager wanted him as part of the group. So he was actually shot in the face in late 1970s for wanting to be an independent artist, and then he was obviously body doubled or revived somehow, and set him on his next stage sort of thing. So those are the rumors, full set of rumors. And I guess, what can you think about rumors? I mean, there are many strange ones, and there are just some of the ones. They're a little bit, morbid, some of them, but it is just a heap of rumors, so you can take them seriously or not, but it certainly makes an interesting conversation topic. I think the rumors, like, some more substantial than others, like he was murdered by his doctor. I mean, his doctor was arrested, and he was actually the person to put to blame after inserting an injection that actually made him have a heart attack. So that's a more believable rumor. No attempts to revive his body before being served injections to revive him isn't also more credible rumor. Anyway, he's always been talking like his face is a mask, and most people agree it is a mask, but a mask of plastic surgery. But no one knows if his face was actually a mask. But that would be an interesting rumor if it were true. And it could be believable, but most people say that the mask was his plastic surgery and not an actual mask that just looked real, like a real face and stuff. So I think those are the more believable rumors. Everything else is seems far out. So so yeah. But however, when you take into consideration this 2018 report, which is on this YouTube video site, when you take into consideration that there has been claims that he is alive, then that sort of puts the speculation that he could be alive or could be brought from the dead. Yeah, that could be made believable, like he was revived in hospital but considered high and killed until dead. And if they made him alive once more and revived once more, I mean, that's where, you get videos like this where they say he's still alive. So maybe it's possible that they did find a way to make him alive. So that could be a believable rumor, and so could the ones where the malfunctions being some kind of attempt on his life, like a fall, because there were heaps of malfunctions during his concerts, which is not just disappointing or unprofessional, but maybe something like this was going on in the background. Whenever something went wrong, it was because someone didn't like him. So that was like a sort of mock attempt to give him some personal injury. So that's also a believable rumor. So yeah, these are the rumors, and you can take him well or take him not so well. I'm not sure, but yeah, just a bunch of rumors to think about.